So this is the view outside of my window. This is the view inside my window, in my room. Come down this tube, all the way down through there. Tube comes up into here. This is the hive. The hive itself is mounted on two bearings, two Lazy Susan bearings, so it can actually rotate 360 degrees. So to be able to take the hive outside and work on it, I have these little aluminum pieces that I can slide in this little crevice. It's hard to see, but it'll go all the way into the hive. And then I take this piece and I slide it into this slot, and it'll cover the frame that holds the hive. After those two are in place, unlatch this pin and that pin, and the entire hive unit will slide out of the frame. My little feed chamber here has a similar function. I got a little slot here and a slot there that I can slide little pieces of aluminum in. I got them over there. Slide the aluminum in, then they can't access this or leave it, and then I can take this out. I got a little door here that can open. I have a screen that I can put an upside down syrup jar to feed them. So I can take this out and put a pollen patty inside of it or do something with it without having to take the entire hive outside. I got a lock on this little door so that no one thinks they're funny and lets bees into my room. Now, a ton of people are going to ask, how the hell did you get bees inside? Well, this is the entrance to my outdoor hive. I'm actually going to show you the installation process of this one first, just because there's people around asking questions, and if you don't know anything about what happens, those questions will be answered during this one, and then you'll get a better understanding of what's going on when we're doing the observation hive.
Getting suited up for the bee transfer.
Dad said to let him know how many times I get stung. Real supportive.
Got that baby leveled out. What are we doing here?
It's lemongrass oil.
What does lemongrass oil do?
It's queen mandibular pheromone is of 7 different parts as far as I understand, and only 4 parts of it matter, and all 4 parts of it are in lemongrass oil. So it simulates queen mandibular pheromone so that they're more likely to stick around, because then their whole house is going to smell like it.
So it makes it smell like a queen.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Let's go see our little buddies we're putting in there. Dad's probably going to be curious how many times your cameraman got stung, not you.
Let's hope for 0 on our cameraman.
I think you're a little safer than me.
Yeah, I think the cameraman's the most likely to have issues with a bee sting.
It's okay. Got the EpiPen ready.
Brought my hive tool.
So they just build their honeycombs on those things?
Yep. Open her up. Alright. This is the queen. Let's see her. She's my queen. There. So the worker bees will eat away at this candy.
Oh, the end to get in there to her?
And they'll free her.
They gotta save the queen.
Okay. Opening her up. Seriously, step back at least a little. Like, go stand by Kelly.
Alright.
I have no idea how pissed off they're gonna be.
It's all good. They're fine, look at them. They look happy to me.
I don't know what happened. See how they're all like kind of stuck on this stuff?
Now they're getting noisier.
Yeah, because they're getting unhappy. You may not believe it, but this kind of smash and shake approach is the most effective way to get the bees into the hive. Unfortunately, we didn't realize it this time around, but we learned for when we were installing the observation hive that you'll see later that the end of the plastic container actually pops open as a hole. Makes it a hell of a lot easier and a lot more efficient to get all of the bees out. We had to kind of struggle to get them all out of this one. We actually had to come back later after they'd calmed down to try and get the final few out of the box because they were still swarming around it and trying to decide if it was their home or not. See them all?
They're already going to work.
Kinda wanted it.
Don't you need your little thing in it?
Welcome to your new home, bees. So that's essentially the entire process to get this one started. Now we'll show you how we got the observation hive started. Alright.
Queen.
This is my queen. Just gonna take out some of this candy just so that they can open her up quicker. I'm in the process of putting my queen in this little feed box that I built. I know that I'm supposed to put the queen in the brood chamber. The only reason I did this is because you have to remove the queen cage later, and I figured it would be easier to just take this little box outside to recover the queen cage rather than removing the entire hive. Unfortunately, having the queen and the pollen patties in this little box created horrible traffic issues, and I'll show you later why that was a problem.
Those are yellow jackets. Get them out of there.
No, they're not. Those are honeybees.
Are they?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That one looks like a yellow jacket to me.
I don't want to do this. Do I want to take the... I should just pop the end off right away.
They're still going to be clumped around that little...
Yeah, that's fine. I
Yeah.
can pull that out after, but... See how there's a bee in my hive already?
Yeah, the two that were flying near the...
Because of the lemongrass oil.
Yeah. Oh, as soon as I sprayed the lemon cleaner on the on the tables when I was cleaning in the patio set. Bees just came a swarming.
Get most of them in there, hopefully.
Yeah, I got lots of them.
Yeah, I see a fair amount
Oops.
and a big puck of goop in there now.
Crap.
Quick, Trevor, stuff them all in. Grab them.
I didn't exactly want to drop this thing in there.
No.
Kind of sort of goobered a couple of them. Come on. I don't actually have footage of us physically bringing the hive in the house. I'll make a video later of how the hive goes in and out of the frame. But essentially we're discussing right now that there's a bunch of bees around me, and if I were to go inside right now, because my door is just down to the right there in the basement, that bees would follow me in the house. So we decided that I had to walk around the yard until there was no bees following me, and waited until the bees in this particular area were a little less and calmed down so that we could walk through without having any followers. So they have to eat her out?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you like my wording?
That's good. Yeah, they gotta eat her out of her box.
So what's to say that she's not gonna try to escape?
Well, she's gotta escape into there, but it smells like lemongrass oil, so hopefully she stays in there when she escapes.
No, she's the one that gives off the pheromone.
Yeah,
It's
but
simulating her pheromone.
but they're all staying there. She's not just gonna get in and jet out of there, right?
Yeah. So now come down here. So you see her in there? Is she bigger than all the other ones? Yep. And then we let out this door, and let's see. Watch the entrance. See if watch her crawl through. There's food in here. They should come pretty quick.
Little buddy's coming in there.
They're more interested in the food than her. Yeah, they will be. This is where the food is. Here is your perspective on why putting that queen in this little box was a terrible idea. This made it so that no bees could get in and out. All the food was here, so only some bees had access to it. This created a whole lot of problems, which included a congregation of a bunch of bees hanging out on the outside of my window. A bunch of bees ended up clogging up in the tube and dying, just packed in the tube, and no bees could get in and out of the hive at all. I had to vacuum them out I had to take the whole hive outside and sweep some of the bees off the window into a box and then dump them into the hive, and then I dumped that whole feed chamber into the hive. I was worried that through the whole process my queen took off or died, but turns out she ended up in the hive and everything is running great now. It took them a while to adapt to this tube because of how vertical it is. But after adjusting its position with that little clamp and a little arm that I mounted to the bottom of this, if you can, yeah, there you go. Made it a little easier for them to navigate, and they've learned, so they're just doing really well with it now. As of Wednesday, June 1st, this is my current activity. You see they're finally getting some comb built. It's hard to see because there's so many bees. See a little white underneath. There you go. See it a little better now. A lot of activity up top.